All right, what's up, everybody? Before we go any further, we have to give a special shout out to Coco Type's mom. Hello, Coco Type's mom, because I know she watches this, right? We know she watches. So with that, let's get into this. How's everybody? Let's find us some music. There we go. Sound good? Try to read lips. All right. There you go. How's everybody doing? All right. We're going to do something a little different here today. We're going to do something we start from scratch. Just going to have a little fun with this. It is, I'm hoping I don't lose power, internet, whatever. It is extremely windy outside this evening. So we're going to get into this. I'm a little tired. If you have been keeping up and you listened to the latest episode of the podcast, of course you listen to the podcast, right? You all know that I have had a hell of a couple of weeks. So we're going to do something new here, something just completely made up as we go along. So I thought, why not do something a little different here? We're going to do a SwiftUI app. We'll do an iOS SwiftUI app. But we'll see if we can make some kind of little, I don't know, some kind of game thing. We'll see how it goes. Let's just call it game thing. There you go. Easy, right? That. Let me know if the audio levels are okay, by the way, because I had to reset a few. That's something maybe a little loud. Eaglenaut says, I thought you were going to shout out Coco Type, and I was going to remind you that you absolutely do not need to do that. No, everybody needs to be reminded they should absolutely never shout out Coco Type. Nope. No. Coco Type's mom, yes. Should always shout out somebody's mom, because they're moms. They hold the power of life and death over us, right? In fact, let's make it even worse, Eaglenaut. Let's give a shout out to Eaglenaut. Let's see. Hang on, I've shout out Eaglenaut. Does that work like that? I wouldn't shout me out either. Hilarious. Boy, he read that pretty well on the lips, didn't he? Ah, that's funny. All right. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend? How was your week? Seems like it's been a little while since we... Okay. So, I have no idea what we're going to do here, how this is going to end up. We're just going to go with it. I'm already drunk on power. That was a mistake as well. Oh, let's be honest, right? We all know that you were drunk on the power before you even got the shout out. Okay? We know how that works. Let me know if the music is like the music and vocal, not the singing vocal, are out of whack, whether one's too loud or something. Eaglenaut can do that. Coco Type can't because he's not listening to me. He has done the smart thing. All right. So let's start with something really simple, right? Now, as you all know, I love idle games. And if you don't know what an idle game is, you're clearly not playing my games. But the idea being that it does things when you're not playing it, right? So let's start by doing something very simple. I think the idea being that an idle game plays the game for you while you're not around. So why don't we do something like this, right? Let's just say, for starters, we have... let me think. Gonna make it up. Give me a type of monster. Chat room. Just shout it out. Whatever. Vampire, werewolf, spider. Anything you like. We're gonna have a monster make it. Right? So shout out any kind of monster. Giant spider. Okay, there you go. Great. You know I don't like spiders. So we're gonna have giant spider. Okay. And you know, we're gonna start with 0 of those. Let's hope it always stays at 0. I suspect it won't, right? So starters, let's say okay, right? How many giant spiders do I have? We already know the answer, don't we? We got 0. Now exactly how many we have. All right, let's add too many. Why did I pick them? Too late. You done it. Hey, you know what though? Maybe in this game, you got a way to kill them. Ooh. You know what? There you go. That's an idea, right? So let's add. Actually, before we go any further, go to 2 indentation. We're gonna add a button, right? And this button, give it a label. We're just gonna say, since we're creating monsters here, right? Create spider. Why you'd want to do that, I don't know. I just, and then we'll have a function. Let's put in function in the right spot. Hang on. So we're gonna have a function, create spider. Gonna create spider, right? And when we do that, we're gonna get gotta think. We're gonna say giant spider, you know, equals giant spider plus. You know what? Hang on. Another thing, we can buy upgrades. So spider, giant spider upgrade count, right? Going to start at 1. Every time you do it, we're going to get 1 more. Maybe, unfortunately, there's a way that you can upgrade that and end up with more than 1. Well, I hope not, but that's the way I think this is going to go. So let's do it, right? iPhone 14 Pro. Originally, by the way, I was going to continue working on my watch app, but I'm so done writing app code this week that I was like, no, can never do something else. So let's iPhone here. This is running it, but it isn't. I hate to tell it, but it isn't. There you go. Okay, right. And it's not doing anything. Why is it not doing anything? Because we need to hook up the button. See, I bet right now, you know, Coco Type regrets being on the phone with his mom because he can't shout out the code today. All right. There you go. Game's finished. Ship it, right? Every time you click the button, you get a spider, right? I mean, hell, ship it, right? Let's clean this up a little bit here. Thank you, Eagle Knot. I don't know why it takes people so long to write games. Let's put in here. I want to put in a little padding, right? So on the bottom here, at least for now, put in a padding of 20. Actually, let's put in a padding of 50, right? Now, okay, so we're doing this on the fly. So let's make another monster. Give me another monster type, someone from the chat room. Don't say tiny spider. Hey, Nicholas, give me a type of monster. Just shout it out, buddy. It's all you. How you doing, Nicholas? Go on, give me a different monster here. Like, I don't want to shout. No, I'm scared. I don't want to shout out. A dragon. Oh, outstanding. Well done. Thank you. dragon. Not even a giant dragon. Dragon. Thank you, Nicholas. All right, so let's take all this code. We have another one here, right? Dragons. Spiders and dragons up, and people drunk with power. Oh, people drunk with power. That's got to be a monster, right? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna create a dragon, right? Let's now start to lay this out since we've got two. Right? Actually, hold on. Before we go any further, let's create our function here. Create dragon. So we're going to have dragon count, dragon, okay, dragon plus dragon count. All right, make sure this works. We got spiders. Oh, look, see? Why doesn't that work? Because I didn't. There you go. First upgrade to the program. First patch. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Lay this out a little better, shall we? So, we're going to have an H stack up here, right? And the H stack, of course, will contain... Uh-oh, listen. What am I listening for? Spiders and dragons and drunk people with power. Yeah? Oh, dang it. Dang it. I forgot. Okay. Cocoa Type has redeemed. I knew this day would come. Cocoa Type has redeemed that I listened to a Taylor Swift album. And the album I know they want me to listen to is 89, right? Is that the right one, Cocoa Type? 1989. Okay, here's how we're going to do this. Obviously, I cannot play this album on the stream. So I need to give you all a way to know that I've listened to it or listening to it. So here's what we're going to do. Because I promise you, I'm going to listen to it. Right? I stand by what I say. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, oh God. If you don't follow me on Instagram, Compile Swift, right? Then you can't hold me to this. I will post images this week to show that I am listening to the Taylor Swift album on Instagram. How does that sound? Right? That way I don't get in trouble, copyright, and I can prove that I was listening to it. That sound good, folks? Sounds bloody terrible to me. I'm hoping Eaglenaut has enough points to... Oh God, there's a second album. Every time they get 20,000 points now, Nicholas, I'm in trouble, right? I'm sure Jay and I can come up with a pop quiz for you. Oh, that will be even... Yes, okay. That will be... I love that you think I'm going to remember the lyrics. Okay, we'll do that too. Yeah, okay. Hey Jay Wilson is in on this too, I'm sure. She doesn't know it yet, but she'll be all for it. Absolutely. So let me do this, right? And I promise you, this isn't a ploy for you to just spam that you should follow me on Instagram. It's just the only way I can think to prove it, along with Cocoa Type's idea, without getting slapped with a copyright, right? So I think this is right. There you go. I will post this week as I listen to the tracks on the album, and somehow along the way, on one of our streams, we will be quizzing me to show that I listened to the album. So what that means is, dear viewers, you're going to have to check out Cocoa Type's stream and Hey Jay Wilson's stream, and somewhere along the way, either on their streams or mine, they're going to test me on this to prove that I have finally listened to a Taylor Swift album. There you go. I'll do that for you because I don't know why. Oh no. I can hear Coco Type just cheering away in the background. Okay, so let's take this text, right? Put that one up there. We got our spiders, and then we got our dragons. Oh, it's gonna be one of those weeks, right? There you go, giant spiders, dragons, right? And then we've got our 2 buttons that we will also put in an H stack because we're probably going to end up with more monsters. So we'll start laying the interface out. Okay, so let's just make sure I didn't break anything here. Creating the spiders, creating the dragons. All right, okay, great. Now, let's take this to the next level. Oh, okay. You know what? Hang on. This is how we're going to do this. Let me think here. Okay. In honor of Eaglenaut, what we're going to do here is, because it would be all too easy to make it Coco type, and since he's drunk with power, there's going to be a boss eagle who's the boss. How about that, Eaglenaut? Right? Oops. Okay. And the boss needs to have something going on here. So the boss is going to have a power level. I mean, given your Texan roots, yeah. We probably should have started you off with one of the country. No, God, no. Country albums instead. Think best intro album. I'll take anything but country for 500. Not a country music band. No. Okay, boss power. Gonna be, let's just say 100, right? Let's just do that. So, let's put this under here, right? So we're gonna have a V stack with our boss fight, right? So we're gonna have our boss. Oops. $19.89 is definitely anything but country. Excellent, thank you. Need this one. Let's put some padding. We'll make the bottom 50 too much. No, let's make it 100. Okay, and then this needs to have a font of title, and then because we just want to totally make Eaglenaut drunk with power here, right? Because what harm could come from that? Seriously, what harm could come from that? None that I can think. Okay, there you go. And then we'll have a button. Oops, sorry. Fight boss, right? Actually, I don't even listen to. I'm sure that this redemption will stick around long enough to get you to listen to Fearless eventually. I don't even listen to. Well, I'm not planning to kill it anytime soon because it's actually too much fun to have you all fight over which album comes next. So yeah, you know. I can't believe it. Okay, and then text will have a fight boss button, right? So we got a boss fight now as well. God, the worst thing is if I listen to it and start humming it to myself at other times. That would be just, oh. Don't worry, I'll stay strong. I'm gonna stay resilient. The co-type says, save up my 20,000 points until December and make you listen to the holiday. Ah, but you know that I like holiday music. So actually that might not be so bad. That could be okay. Plus, how many times can Celia broken up with somebody over the, you know? I feel like I'd probably say. Probably. They mostly come at night. Okay. Let's add, because I forgot to add this here. Let's add some text. Right, we'll call it my army. No, let's call it my monster army. Right. Oop. What did I put in there? No, wrong one. There you go. Okay. So, I want, oh, you know what? I could be really cruel and mean. And every time I've listened to it's been redeemed, and I've listened to an album, I could raise the point level. That would be too mean, because I don't know how long it takes to get 20,000 points. I feel like you'd actually maybe like Reputation, but also it's pretty far down the list on what people would recommend listening order. Well, hey, the listening order is up to all of you. It's not up to me. So, you know. Oh. All right, I'm gonna grab me. I'm gonna grab me a drink here real quickly. Whilst and don't worry, it will be a glass of my tears. Maybe that's the title for this stream: a glass of my tears. I will. Oh God. I will be right back. So hang in there, folks. I'll leave this. I'll leave this on the screen for you. You know what to do. It's that moment on the stream. Go for it. All right. Oh Lord. And I got a little candy here because I deserve this. Oh, I know. Okay. So we can, let's put in another button. Oh, back to our regularly scheduled compulsive stream banter. The nice missing ingredient was beef. How does that, but fortunately I had beef bouillon. It's kind of the same thing. Wait, so, okay, what were you making? Obviously something beef, huh? That you didn't have beef broth for. And clearly this doesn't sound like it's a deliverable thing, right? Okay, so we're gonna add, oh, Italian beef sandwich. Okay, now I don't know what's in there, but you've used 3 magic words that I'm completely in favor of. So, okay, yeah. Wait, what kind of sandwich would you need a broth? You may have to explain this because now I'm curious. We've now entered the cooking section of the Compile Swift Daily Show. Chef Coco Type will be bringing to us Italian broth sandwich. Oh, you dip them. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That'll work. So like, yeah, okay. That's cool. Thank you, Eagle Knot. So like an au jus, I guess. Sounds good now. Put maybe some onions in there. Fried onions. Bit of melty cheese. Hey, Cool Pants TV. Thank you. I welcome, and thank you for explaining it. Not a little bit at a time either. The whole. Oh, I misunderstood. So, hold on. You put the whole sandwich in there. Take it out to eat it, right? But you can't pick it up at that point. Am I misunderstanding? Oh, slurp it up with one of those old spoon straws. Doesn't sound so great suddenly. No. You cook the meat in the broth, and then it's a dip you have as well. That makes sense to me. Wait. Oh, hey, Notify. How you doing, buddy? How was your weekend? Wait. Are we just talking about French dip? Thank you. Yeah, right? I mean, because that's what I had in mind, but that doesn't sound like that's what it is now. So, yeah. Never seen the whole sandwich submerged. Okay, the beef is pulled from the juice. Okay, stuffed into a roll. Oh, yeah. Then the entire roll is dipped into the beef juice. Okay. That, because I'm trying to figure out how you could pick it up. That's how you pick it up. But, oh, dang, it sounds good now. Yeah, but I don't care because I got my bottle of water. It's almost the same thing. That's how I've always had it. Dang, I mean, it sounds good. I got to admit, it does sound good. No French dip is similar but different. Okay, all right. Notify. Don't mention the French. The French in front of him. Oh my! I'm not even going there. Not even going there. Makers of outstanding food, particularly pastry. I would like to add. Yeah. Oh man, I think we should have Coco Type make this on one of his streams for us now. Everybody agree? Right? If I got a list, how many points do I have to redeem to have Coco Type? If I got a thing to redeem points to listen to a Taylor Swift album, it's only fair that we have points to redeem for Coco Type to cook something like this on his stream, right? Everybody agree? Let's put the pressure on. 2,000 points for a cooking stream. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right, I'm going to create some extra buttons. So what I'm going to do, I am going to take this H stack, put that one in there. I'm going to put some padding on the bottom of this. And we're just going to put a little padding in there. But this one is going to be upgrade. 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 Actually, I've done it wrong. These should be under clearly. See if I can remember the keyboard shortcut. I think it's this. Yeah. Almost. Okay. Hold on. This one, it's got the padding of 100. That's actually maybe a bit. Padding of 30. And I just so you know, I know I could just put padding 30, and I'm only putting one right now, which is the bottom one, but I may change that later. But I just like to specify it there. Catching up on the chat. Oh, hold on. I'm way behind here. Cool Pants TV. What a great name. Anyways, long time full stack web dev. Oh, that's right. We're a development stream. Not really done much app development. Would you recommend starting a Swift project or doing an Objective-C app? No use cases or need to work on multiple OSs. Just want to do some app development for learning. Okay, good question. You put a, oh, hold on, before I answer that, just in case this is gonna get me in trouble. I put up a community redemption goal to bring back the hot sauce. Okay, everybody, let me just say, bringing back the hot sauce for Cocoa Type is a must-do thing, because, oh my god, it was funny. Okay, Cool Pants. Let me answer that question here. I'm assuming then you don't know either of them. In which case, my 2 cents for what it's worth, I think you'll have a better time, more rapid development, and more beneficial to learn Swift at this point. That is my 2 cents. However, there are a lot of people in the chat room who are extremely good at this stuff that may have differing opinions. But I would say if you're just starting out learning these languages, especially with a web dev background, you're going to have a much better time with Swift. That's my 2 cents right there. Cocoa Type says, if you don't already have Objective-C development, I wouldn't recommend starting there. Apple's pretty strong indicating that they're phasing it out. There you go. Yeah. And let me put this in here, a shout out here, because Notify's stream, Notify is with us today as well. If you ever want to know anything about SwiftUI, Notify is the SwiftUI wizard. That's what we call him. That's what he is. That's why he's going to have to stay. but he is, you know, when you go to that next level, right, from Swift to SwiftUI as the UI portion, whatever Notify doesn't know ain't worth knowing. I think we'll just leave it at that, right? So check his stream out as well. Yep, Cool Pants, no problem at all. And please, let me put this in here. If you are so inclined, we have a Discord that we all hang out in. It's our Discord. We love to help folks, especially folks getting started. So if you want any guidance, any questions, any problem, anything at all, you name it, you can always use that Discord as well. And please, always ask anything you want in the chat. We love to help folks out. Let's see, what am I missing here? Objective-C is a great language. No shade on it, yeah. But it's definitely not where I'd begin an iOS during these days. Yeah, so for example, I'm still writing Objective-C. Okay, admittedly not because I choose to, but because I have to support apps that are written in it still at the moment. But it's not the place I would start either. Just my 2 cents. Yeah. And Notify, you are welcome, buddy. You know that we just put you on a high SwiftUI pedestal. You know, he does incredible things with SwiftUI. I think that's the only way to describe it. And he gets really scared at video games, and that's fun to watch as well. Oh, hey, Notify. I completed the Halo Infinite campaign, by the way. I was for the folks on the stream, that was the first time I ever played Halo, and thoroughly enjoyed the campaign. Don't want to give anything away, but the ending was very satisfactory, and I thought it was a pretty good, what do you want to call it? Pretty good challenge. You know, it wasn't too easy, wasn't too hard. A few things took a few attempts, but yeah, I liked it a lot. The end, obviously, clearly, the end of it left it completely open for another one. But the way they ramp the way the story goes and the level of difficulty goes towards the end is very satisfying. Yeah, it was very cool. Coco Type, the only person who could build Frogger for roundabouts entirely in SwiftUI. Yeah, that was awesome, wasn't it? Yeah, that was cool. Okay, so let's put some functions in here, right? So we'll come back to this one here, but let's do our upgrades, right? So we're going to upgrade, you know, giant spiders, right? And this is going to be very straightforward because all we're going to do is add one. So upgrade count plus equals 1, right? So in other words, each time I hit the button here to create one spider, if I upgrade, now I want to be creating 2 at a time, right? That's the way this is going to work, I hope. So let's find our buttons. Upgrade spider. Upgrade spiders, right? Let me do it again, but correctly this time. So 1 at a time, upgrade. Now we're creating 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. So there you go. Very quick implementation of an upgrade resource there in our really simple game. And you know, I mean, I get it. Let's be honest. This is nothing special, nothing spectacular, but we're not using a game engine here at all. We're just writing this on the fly with Swift, which I believe is the way that Nutter did his one, if I remember rightly. Yeah. So to the other one here, we are going to upgrade dragons. If you spell it right, Peter. Yeah. Okay. Dragon upgrade count plus equals 1, and then let's not have that 3 on there. Upgrade. I did the right button. Right, 1, 2, 3. So 12, yeah. Doing pretty good here. Okay. So let's and we're gonna add some automation to this because we don't want to be clicking these buttons all, right? So we'll get there. But a very simple, rudimentary, basic kind of, you know, clicker type game so far. Let's do the boss fight. So I think what we should do this. Boss fight button enabled. It's going to be false. Okay. There is 0 point in fighting the boss unless you stand a chance to win. Boss fight button. Blah 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 blah. I don't remember. What's the modifier for that one? Enabled is enabled. I've already forgotten. Active. I think I'd remember these things, but I've been doing Unity gaming all week. Button. I missed the beginning. Is this a fantasy version of your hacker game? This is just a overpowered, self-entitled Eaglenaut is the boss game. Yeah. But it's very, well, it's not similar, but I guess it has similar concepts to it. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, that game is very, very close. I need a group of folks to test it. So I might release a Mac version for you all to download and play with, because I'm still having some weird glitches with the iOS and Unity. For more games should have me as the boss. I agree. Actually, funny enough, I have been including in my hackers game the bosses in there. I do have some of my friends in there as bosses. So if you all want to be bosses in the game as well, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know. Officially sign off by telling me it's okay, and I can put you in as bosses. I think if I remember rightly, I'm in there as the second boss. Pretty easy boss, right? I'll go make an AR kit game where you have to defeat Eaglenaut by sending it in to his co-workers. There you go. Oh, you'll only get a couple of million players, right? Okay, what's the dang modifier to disable a button? For the life of me, I cannot remember. Effects, layout. All right. I got it in my other project here. Let me go open that. Can't remember which project it is, so hold on. And don't worry, I have not forgotten this one, the job tracker we're building. I just wanted to do some gaming thing. Oh, that's right. These ones are navigation link. All right. Disable SwiftUI button. Can't believe I gotta look it up here. Oh, that's hiding it. I don't want to. Disabled. What? Why did I not? Oh, gee. Disabled. Boss fight button enabled. Button enabled. But in this case, boss as in like hiring manager. And the job tracker also have Eaglenaut as a boss. Yeah, but no one would ever apply for that job. Right? Did I get that the wrong? There you go. Okay, so can't click it, right? But when score, let's add another one here, an overall score, right? So keeping things simple for now, we're just gonna say score 0. Haven't had to hire anyone in a year, and I'm way happy, very happy. Thank you. I nearly did, and then I couldn't. Just one of the sample jobs is for Eagle Aeronautics. Oh yeah, okay. Because I forgot. Of course, he's going to have his own company, right? I mean, that's a given. Are they incorporated? No one would incorporate him. The very, let's see here. Let's put that one. We'll put score. This is a terrible, terrible UI, but hey, it doesn't matter. We're working on it. Call it score? Yeah, I did. Right. Score of 0 for right now. Well, adding. There we go. Then let's make that font of title font 2. Okay. Now the overall score, we'll just, for now, we'll just add the 2 numbers. I know, this is like the worst game ever. So we're just going to add a function, update score. All it's going to do is say that score equals dragon plus giant spider, right? What we'll do is every time we create one, we'll just call that to update this. Okay. Hey Ploppy, how you doing, buddy? How was your weekend? All right, let's run this. Okay, score of 0, 1, score of 2, right? Very simple. Okay. Randomly click these a few times. Right. So now, when we get to the boss of 100 here, we should enable this button to fight the boss. I hope this isn't boring for everybody, by the way. I don't think it is. It's been chill. Excellent. Did rock climbing today. How's yours? Well, I didn't do rock climbing. Mine wasn't bad. Mine was the first day in the last 13 days that I have not worked. So mine was chill too. But I didn't do rock. MLS season started back up. You know, both my teams won their opening games. Well, hey, don't worry, it won't last. And I'm going to grab me some coffee here, so I will be right back. But we're getting there. We're almost at a boss fight already. Look at that. A game with a boss fight in under 2 hours with a budget of less than $1. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll leave the music going here, shall I? Hold on. I'm in the kitchen, and all I can hear in the kitchen in my headphones is whack, whack, whack. Hilarious. Do you have mods? Fake news. Yeah, fake news. It's like the boogeyman. I saw one ban a spam bot. Yeah, one time. That's true. Unfortunately, those days of being so popular that I got a spam bot come and gone. All right. Okay. So let's do this now. Right. So if when we update our score, we could just do this in here, right? We can just say if score is equal to or more than boss hour. Let's go ahead and set boss enabled true. Right? Cannot find operator. Oh, did I? Okay. So, disabled, right? Create a spider. Nothing. We're less than 100 here. Right. Okay, here we go. 100. We get to fight the boss. Right? How easy is that? So-called mods are the ones in control of the spam bots, so they can justify their lavish salaries. Well, you know, we know how much Eaglenaut earns from being a boss. A boss. I can't even say it. A boss bot mod. A BBM. Oh gosh, now the infighting begins. Eaglenaut, I can't remember, buddy, if you're an admin on this one. If you're not an admin on my channel, I should make you one, because it's only fair that I've got to Eaglenaut's got to be able to fight back. Right? Thank you, Eaglenaut. Thank you, buddy. I like your style. See, you found a way around the system. Hack the planet. Oh, that's funny. Eaglenaut, if you are not an admin, let me know and we'll change it. Because it's only fair that we just sit and watch the two of you go at it, right? Don't you agree, Nicholas, Ploppy, everybody else? You need more power. Right, we're going to give you more power. Eaglenaut is not a mod. Well, we can fix that. Although what I'd probably have to do is make Eaglenaut a mod and not Coco type. Otherwise, they'd just be switching each other off all the time. That's hilarious. God, you guys are funny. Let's have a look. Hang on. Oh, I'm going to get infinite loop back here, aren't I? Is there an easy way I can do it here? Rumor has it Coco type is a real person. So how good a mod can he be? Well, yeah. I mean, you nailed it, buddy. There you go, look. I've modded you. Go for it. Oh, Lord. We're all in trouble now. I think I did it right quickly. It doesn't code from the canyons at night. It's just a green screen. Yeah. I saw that. Nice one, Ploppy. You're quite right. Yeah. right, so we got our. He's been in a hot tub this whole time. Some things you don't want to think about, you know. Just say it. Oh yeah. So the ultimate. Oh god, I'm gonna get banned. The ultimate one is a hot tub cooking show with Taylor Swift playing in the background. Is that like the ultimate stream here? Is that where we're going with this? Have we reached that level? All right, so we're gonna fight the boss. So, let's put in. It started out as a hot tub, but it's been a lukewarm tub for quite a while now. Oh, there's so many jokes begging to be done there, and I was, you know, he's just dangling that carrot. Oh, that's what she said. I don't know. Well, let's start there. Oh, you guys crack me up on a Sunday evening. You really do. Thank you so much for making this stream way more entertaining than watching me write this code. He has that giant heat lamp. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. I think he's an amphibian. Well, he is cold-blooded, right? Are all amphibians cold-blooded? Forgive my ignorance. I'm sure Coco Type will correct me. Okay, let's add at the very bottom here. Text. Here's winner. Yes, thank you, Ploppy. And thus the mod wars begin. Yeah. Yeah, test it out, Coco Type. Sorry, no, not Coco Type. Test it out, Eagle Knot. Oh, man. See, this stream practically writes itself. I just turn up, hit one button, and leave them to go at it, right? And let's just do something very simple here. If score is more than the boss, mod love it. That's the first time we've seen that one. Yeah. Wait, what game are you making? Floppy, this is one of those, just had the idea 2 seconds before I started the stream, and we were like, let's just do something. So we're calling this the let's make monsters to beat the you know what out of Eagle Knot game. So this is just some silly concepts for a game without using a game engine. So we're just using Swift and SwiftUI here. So you can see, right? We are literally just winging this as we go for something fun to do. But actually, this would serve perfectly well as a base plate for anybody who wanted to go the clicker route, some kind of, you know, clicker game, something like that. I have grown mad with power and it must be stopped. Oh, you see, if I was clever enough, and I'm not, but I know Coco Type could do this, it would be that if you won the game, we could disable Eagle Knot's mod powers. How about that? Wouldn't that be awesome, right? All right, so let's do. Here we go. Okay, so nobody's won it yet, right? We can't fight because we don't have enough. So we're gonna create spiders. We're gonna create some dragons. We're gonna do some upgrades, right? Our score, you can see we've got 25 spiders, 32 dragons. Let's get to 100, right? Actually, we're gonna go way over 100. Let's go way over 100. We're now gonna fight the boss, and we won because we've got more power. There it is, folks. That is quite arguably the simplest, easiest game ever. But it's complete. That's it. No need to stream ever again. Well, maybe. Yeah. Okay, well, I think we did well. right? I mean, let's be honest. I know, yeah, you know, let's not kid ourselves. This is nothing special, but we've done exactly what the goal was. We have written a very simple, basic game by just using SwiftUI and some very simple Swift. And I hope that this serves to show folks that you don't need to use a game engine for everything. You just, you have to look at what the game is going to be and say, what do I need to do here? Well, I don't need some fancy game engine for this, right? But you can build from this into making it something else. You could also make it not look as bad as this. We do know that Eaglenaut is weak to spiders. That's why he won't move out to Seattle during spider season. Okay, I don't like spiders, but I'm going to ask, is there a spider season in Seattle, or are you making that up? Because then I don't want to move there either. Tornadoes I can see coming in Texas and run away from. Those spiders are creepy little buggers that'll come up on you. There absolutely is? Okay, not happening then. Okay, not doing it. Please tell me when this season is, so I know not to go there during that season. Early fall, really? Interesting. I guess just the change in weather make it happen. I mean, I'm fascinated now, truly. I'm gonna make these buttons look a bit more buttons, because I don't know about you. Ever since Apple added this, where they just have the text for the button, don't show anything else, I just don't like it. Never liked it. So I'm gonna add. I'm gonna add to this here. Gonna add a frame. Oh, sorry. What did I do here? Do something up? Good. Okay, so we'll give it a frame with a width of 50, a height of 40, so that we're above the recommended 36. I love spiders and falls, so spider season is my favorite time of year. Late September, early October. So it's not that long. That's not so bad. Yeah. Luckily, there are so many, you can always see them coming. Yeah, that's not helping. That doesn't help at all, folks. I'm just saying. I guess that's the same for tornadoes. Right? Luckily, they're big enough and noisy enough you see them coming. Let's add a background here with a color of, let's just say green for a second here. Let's spell it correctly. Right. Not green, it's blue. Actually, sorry, I think that needs to be foreground color. There you go. Let's make these. There you go. We'll give them a corner radius of, say, 10. Right, make it look a bit more like a button. Let's take the same thing here, put it down here on our, there, an extra one. Looking a bit more like buttons now, right? Oh, let's see, get ready for Spider Typhoon. Oh, you know what? Eaglenaut, that's got to be the next movie. Forget Sharknado. What about Spider Typhoon? How does that work? Tornado season was pretty fun back when I lived in Missouri, is that? Yeah. No. Missouri? Yeah. 2. Not as great as spider season because it didn't overlap with fall. But severe weather is definitely something I miss now. You know, it keeps you on your toes. I'll say that much. As I still hear the wind whipping around outside, right? Ploppy says, I kind of love severe weather too. It's been insane in SoCal, and yes, it has, yeah. And it's been so peaceful to code while the weather tries to kill you. Yeah, you don't get that one very much on, like, you know, white noise, severe weather warnings, NOAA radio. It's like, oh, what you got playing there? I got some NOAA radio playing in the background. I have always, since I was a kid, been fascinated by the weather. So I will say this. When I was back in England, I used to love, I was fascinated by all the, severe weather things and so on. Now that I live here with it, still fascinated, but more scared. Yeah. We've been having thunderstorms tonight, which is nice. I love thunderstorms when it's hot and then you get a thunderstorm and it's that nice fresh kind of thing going on. I'm already getting ready for the heat here in Texas. Not thrilled. Worst we get in Seattle is high winds. Yeah, well, and a lot of rain, right? But it's just rain. Okay, let's do the other buttons here. We're going to upgrade the spiders. Let's just put this here. Right. Probably going to want to change these ones though. Let's make these ones. Is there a dark? No, there isn't. I thought there was like a. No, okay. Yeah, gray's boring. Let's not do that. Yellow. All right. None of this is meant to be award-winning design, right? We are literally winging this as we, which is actually, isn't that what I normally do on the stream for everything? By the way, also notice, if anyone noticed this, I'm sure it's probably Coco type, but he's too busy mod fighting that I've not had to turn the camera on and off today. I know. Yeah. It's England style wet air rain though. Oh yeah, okay, not plain style extreme shower. Yeah, so boring, terrible rain. Yeah. I'm writing code? I know. It doesn't seem like it. It doesn't feel like it. True story. I have had some serious moment now. Some seriously challenging deadlines the past couple of weeks. But not the kind of deadlines you want. So I have been writing code with my team and that to meet those deadlines. That it's more than satisfied my desire to write code for a little while, and that's why I did like this tonight. Was like, I'm just gonna wing it and write fun code without the pressure of, oh dear God, Apple Store, please don't crap out again for another day so I can submit. So yeah. When I visited Oregon, it had the same rain. It was so nice. Oh, yeah, Oregon, never been there. Yeah. Did you go on the Oregon Trail and die of dysentery, as is tradition? Every time I see that remake of the game in the App Store, I'm like, what's the point in playing that? Probably most people don't know what I'm talking about. I know Coco Type does. God, I wish. All right, let's find the boss fight button. Where's the boss fight button? There it is. And let's make this one red. The trail starts like 20 miles from my house, actually. Really interesting. Now, forgive me, I don't know how long it actually is in miles. So if anyone knows, please let me know. I never made it that far. I died of dysentery every time. Anyone tuning in is like, what the hell are these people talking about? It was a game way back. And anybody I've ever known that played it, you just don't last very long before you die of dysentery, which is a little too much to be like being a simulator than a game, right? Just saying. Okay, so it looks a little better, right? Well, yeah, I know that's questionable, but you know, again, I don't know. I almost want to keep working this now, just as a little ongoing fun experiment to test things out. I would dearly love to write Swift. And you've all heard me say this before if you've followed the stream for any while. I'd love to write Swift code in Unity, but since I can't do that, I'd be okay with moving away from Unity and doing it in this, if I could. It's an option. Dysentery claims us all eventually. Oh my god. That is not something I really wanted to think about, not if I thank you. I next time I see my doctor and he's complaining about cholesterol being too high, I'll just look him in the face and say, but doesn't dysentery get us all in the end? Ploppy, I loved playing that game. The hunting was my favorite. There you go. It's neat. It's neat. To this day, you can die of dysentery in independence if you stick around for a week. Oh, look at that. See, that's why he's a boss in this game, folks, because got to take him down. Oh, Lord. Okay, let's see. What else can we do here to sort of have some fun with this? Oh, okay. What about this? So at the moment, you have to, because we got, I'll be honest, I didn't think it would go this quickly. Second here, clear out some stuff on the watch. Gonna look at work things. Don't look at work things. Not yet. There you go. So this is the premise behind a clicker game, right? You click to progress in the game. But the idea behind an idle game is that it also does things for you when you're not doing it. So I think that where this logically takes us is an idle. The next part is the idle clicker, right? We should be able to do something here that says, create spiders for me, right? Or create dragons for me without me having to click on it. So let's think about that. How are we going to do that? Well, the easiest way to me to do that would be we have a very simple timer, Swift timer running that says, hey, you know, every X amount of time, call the create spider function. That is actually secretly my secret intention behind why I put these out here in functions. Oh wow, Ploppy, what did he do? That was a mistake. Ploppy, do we believe him? I don't think we do, right, Ploppy? Do I need to make Ploppy a mod now? Is this where this is going? I'll end up with everybody in my chat being mods. I mean, what would be the point? It's going to get me in trouble eventually. It's funny because that's very similar to something I always say, which is I knew my face would get me in trouble eventually. Their famous restaurant serves a dish that's just a plate of ground beef. Who? What, wait, did I miss something here? Oh, okay. Okay, it's a restaurant. Okay. Was it like steak tartare or something like that? Is that what it is? I was trying to figure out how to use the higher end emotes and it moved on me and I clicked the ban button. Okay. I guess we believe him, right? Yes, we believe him. I'm sorry, who was that? I missed a follow here. Tomster, thank you, Tomster. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate the follow. How you doing? Drop by the chat, say hi. You've got to have something so much better to say than all these other folks who are just fighting it out amongst themselves. Thank you, Tomster. How you doing? What's up? What you been doing? Please forgive Eagle Nort and Coco Type. They're drunk with power as usual. I am inevitable. He must be stopped. That's why, again, that's why he's in the game. So at this point, I clearly need a second boss, right? Actually, let's go there. So now we need Coco Type to be second boss. But now they're going to argue who comes first. Who's the more powerful boss of the two, right? Hey, Tomster, we're having some fun making, making mayhem on the internet is mostly what we do. But just in this stream, just worked through, very simple. Here's the entire code to make a very silly little Swift game with SwiftUI interface and no game engine. And that's what we're doing here. Yeah. You're just lurking and learning. Well, you know, well done. On this stream, you can definitely lurk. Will you learn anything? It is yet to be proven by science. But thank you. If you have any questions, please just ask away, and we'll ignore all the craziness from these other folks, and we'll get to your questions. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so glad you could come and join the mayhem. Coco Type says, I am the weaker of the two bosses overall, but I am immune to spiders. Yeah. Demand a trial by combat. Oh, you know, maybe that's the next stage. Maybe, you know what, Ploppy? Maybe that's it. Maybe we do keep this game around for more than one stream, and we need a boss v boss fight, right? We can just have a mode where Coco Type and Eagle Nort will fight out amongst each other, and we'll just sit by and watch them, right? Yeah. I'm the person Spiders George is based on. I have no idea what that means. Sounds like a boxer though, right? So yeah, let's do this. Why don't we have? Okay, you know, let's do this. We'll have let's have a bosses array, right? Which is going to be two bosses then, right? So let's say, right, Eagle Nort is one, Coco Type is the other. So, you know, we can have more than that, but we've got two, right? Let's have current boss. We're going to start with 0 because 0 based index, right? Let me catch up here. Thompson says, thanks man, I have a job in iOS dev, but I'm new and need to get better. That is pretty much the story of my life too. Please. Firstly, congratulations. Job in iOS dev. Great fun, right? But absolutely anything we can do to help you get better, would love to do that, right? Okay, know your meme. I'm going to go there. We'll do this. I'm going to click on this. I'm already regretting it. Because, you know, why can I not trust? Okay, what is this? So, Spiders George. Let's have a look. Fictional character that was created on Tumblr as a joke about a false statistic regarding the average number of spiders a person may consume. Oh, okay. Funny enough, I've heard of that statistic. Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, that somehow Nicolas Cage just seems so appropriate. All right, thank you. Okay, cool. 3 spiders a year. Yeah, I'd heard that. I don't believe it. Yeah. Eats 0 spiders per year. Spiders George, who lives in a cave and eats over 10,000 each day, is an outlier and should not have been counted. Oh. Is that Uno Brandon? Is that how I pronounce that? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for dropping by. What you been up to? Glad to have you here. What's happening? let me put this. I'm going to put this in here quickly for you all as well, right? If we are not around on the stream, and I say we because we sort of treat this as a family thing, we do also have a Discord. Oh, wait, Nightbot says, see, yay, I'm now popular enough to have had 2 spam bots in 1 year. Dang, look at me living the high life, right? But I've got that dev club in there. It wasn't me that broke it this time. Tomster says, I saw a streamer eat a tarantula he got from it. No. Really? I guess that's not dangerous. Is it? Sounds dangerous. I don't know. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't think it's a Spanda. Just got overexcited with the with the emotes. Okay. Fantastic. Hey, you know what? How comes that? Yeah. See, Uno Brandon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Can put those in, and that's just fine and acceptable. And yet, Nightbot slapped him for it, or her. And yet Coco Type spammed me like crazy with ducks earlier on. Oh, because Coco Type's a mod. That's why. Yeah. Welcome. Ask as many questions as you like. Join in the fun because we have no clue what's going on around here. Right? It starts out with code. So far tonight, let's see. We have covered... Ploppy started the ducks. All right. Cheeky. We've covered iOS development. We have covered food. I'm going to be listening to my first ever Taylor Swift album. We're going to be doing a cooking stream with Coco Type. And Coco Type's going to be doing the hot sauce eating competition again this year. In between all of that somewhere, we did some code. Don't remember when, but we must have done because it's on the screen here, right? Hot tub spider cooking stream. There you go. I'd watch that, but I wouldn't take part in it. Yeah. yeah, we have a lot of fun as we're writing the code here. We have a collection of regular streamers that, in here, all very smart people. And I'm sure none of you will mind if I quickly tell you about them all. Right? It's not a long list. So we've got Coco Type stream. He's very good at eating hot sauce until it's too much. We got Hey Jay Wilson, who is just good at everything. Simple as that. And then we got Notify, who is the SwiftUI wizard. So if you are looking for any of those things, especially the hot sauce eat competition, please feel free to follow those folks. And as I mentioned earlier, we have a Discord as well, where we are only too happy to help anybody out with anything. And sometimes we even have the right answer. Not often, but sometimes. There you go. Wow, Nightbot is just totally out of control, isn't it? What is Nightbot up to tonight? Oh my goodness. Yeah, chill, Nightbot, really. I want to get that thing under control. Yeah, I'm sorry. We live for the emotes around here. That's all we've got going for us. Yeah, the first easy boss is, well, no, because nobody ever gets past Nightbot, apparently. So you don't want that as the first boss. I am very not good at eating hot sauce. No, you proved you were very good to a point. And then when that point came, it was like a massive brick wall hitting you in the face. And even I hurt and felt bad for it. And that's saying something. All right, where were we? What was I doing here? I was doing an array of bosses, right? So, I feel like I've... oh, no, sorry. Yeah. So, Eaglenaut, Coco Type. Current boss, 0, right? 0, 1, because 0 based index. Get it? Got it. Good. Okay. Let's find my code here. Boss fight. So the boss should now be... what do I call the array? Current boss. No, sorry. bosses, right? So bosses, current boss, right? What could go wrong? Everything. I know that doesn't include the score. We'll get there. I feel like I've proven that. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. We got a win. We got a win explosion. Okay, so when I beat the first boss, right? And I get it. This is by far not the way you should elegantly code a lot of this. But hey, we're just having fun here, right? We're not going to any coding standards. I don't think I ever go to coding standards on this. So we're going to enable the button. If we fight and win by beating the boss, right? The winner is me, and current boss should go up by 1, which means we're going to go out of bounds on the second one. I know, we'll get there. Let's do this, right? So we're going to create these. Let's get some upgrades. Need to get over 100 to enable the boss fight. All right, we're there. Fight the boss. I won, and now we're on to the second boss, Cocoa type. How easy is that, right? I know. In games, it's a lot more complicated than that in reality, but I just wanted to show you, right? I mean, we're doing things on the fly here, but you want to prototype something for a game, even something simple like this. Look how much we've done in no time thanks to Swift, right? And I haven't had to use a game engine. I haven't had to learn some obscure language. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, there you go, Cocoa type. Eagle Knot, you got one. Yeah. Oh, I do. Oh, I need some more coffee here as well. Hang on. I see you beat me to it. Yeah, I knew you would. Thank you, Cocoa type. I assume that's what you wanted. Yeah, thank you. Because the answer is, yeah, I don't feel like I did when I was a kid. Nobody does. Wish I did. Okay, I'm going to get me some more coffee. But, you know, chat amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute here. You know what it means. I fear that there's going to be ducks coming my way as I go get the coffee here, because that's what happens. I'm never leaving for water again. I never get to ban anyone. You know what, Eagle Knot? I've had 2 in one night. This is an epic streaming night for me. They said this day would come. If there's a third one, it's all yours, buddy. I'll be right back. You know what's funny is that duck sounds so lonely, doesn't it? Even when you do them in a row, it just sounds like one really lonely duck. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm a lonely duck. Maybe I need therapy. Made a new mod and now there's more spam. Yeah, conspiracy much? Yeah. Or is it just that, you know, all this time Cocoa type has made it seem like it's a lot harder than it really is? I don't know, one of the two. Yeah. Thank you, Ploppy, for the ducks, the lonely ducks. It was borderline for me. It was less obvious than the person looking for a French-Japanese concert piano player. That is still my favorite. I almost want to see where that was going to go, right? Average person gets 0 spammers a year. spammers Peter, who lives in Texas and gets 10,000 spammers a stream, is an outlier and should not have been counted. I don't think I've ever been counted for anything. It's okay. You know, they take one look at him, me, for any reason, they're like, nah, he's an outlier. Even when they do a survey that's how many English people live in Texas, nah, he's an outlier. I know, Nicholas, right? I know. It's okay. I'm used to it. Okay, so here's what we need to do, right? So these need to have scores. So I'm gonna do something here. We'll have some fun with this. Because this is one of those, it's easier to do this in Swift than it is to play around with in other languages. So like in Unity, for example, where you've got to use C# and if you want to do essentially, you know, multi-dimensional arrays, you could do it with dictionaries as well, I guess. It gets to be problematic, right? But we have these optionals we can use. So, and I'll confess, I don't even know if optionals exist in C. I know just enough C# to write games. But I obviously have got this wrong. Is it that long since I did an optional that I can't even remember? Spammers Peter sounds like an Elden Ring boss. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Here's what we should do now. Hold on. We're doing this wrong. Give me a second. Let's spam mostly pork, not horse. I have no idea where that's going. It's the unannounced DLC coming soon. Yeah, right. I am out in Texas too. Oh, really? Fantastic. North Texas, South Texas, West Texas, East Texas, Central Texas. I'm up here in North Texas. See, I knew there was more than one person in. I just, you know, hadn't ever come across them. Let's create a... Okay, let's do this. I feel like we need to do something properly here. So we're going to create a model for our bosses, right? Because if we don't, I'll just feel terrible. So we're just going to call it boss. And it's going to be a struct, right? It's going to have two properties. It's going to have, actually it'll have three properties. Doesn't really need this one, but might as well. It's going to have an ID, a name, and a power. Isn't J? Oh, yes. Actually, J is in Texas. Yes. Texas, population at least 2. Yeah, 3. 3 on a good day. 4 if the bridge is closed. Yeah, that's funny. Or, if you're driving in Dallas, about 50 billion people. All on that same same road. I'm telling you. Yeah. We're just going to make that. Okay, so we've got this is our model, right? Make a new group here. And there I was saying we'd wing this and do nothing properly. But it just makes sense because we may want to expand on this. So, okay, we got a model here, right? Let me think. Best place to... I greatly just creeped my own game that we invented in seconds. Maybe Dallas. That's what you get for going to Dallas even. Texas is a population of 3, but 9 million commuters. Yeah. That is exactly accurate. If you've ever tried to drive around the airport around here. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, or maybe Dallas spelled correctly. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have our bosses now going to be array, but get that up. Oops. Why do I keep doing that? I only do it like every time I create one. You're in Dallas too. Oh, outstanding. You are the first iOS dev I know in Dallas. Thank you. You are the 12th? Yeah. There was the weird coincidence would be if he was one of the folks that went to the there was a meetup that used to be in Dallas, Swift user group or something like that. Very short-lived, but a lot of great folks in there. I went to a couple of those, if I remember rightly. Yeah. Well, then you should definitely hang out in Discord and ask any questions. Always going to help the people in Dallas first. Coco Type's on the bottom of the list, but he never needs any help because he always knows all the answers. Of all the iOS devs in Dallas, Peter is one of them. I know. That's pretty much what it says on my resume. I just moved here from New York City. I went to a lot of meetups there. Was just about to ask about meetups. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know if there is any now. You know, obviously things over the past couple of years have been difficult, but I would very much like to know if there is too. So, you know, let's put it this way, right? You may have seen this already, but if not, here's our Discord, right? I should ask in there. One of our other streamers, who's very just fantastic, is down in Austin, so it's a little further away. You know, I'm just up here in DFW, so. But you never know. I never thought to ask, but I would love to see some groups start up again. I gotta validate having that car in the garage for something, right? Never use it. So yeah, that would be awesome. All right, what am I messing up here? Oh, I know what I didn't do. Right, it's an array of boss, but thank you. UX code, but actually I don't think that's fully the answer. This is gonna break this. I'm already wishing I'd done a repo and committed this to a separate branch, but never mind, we're in it now. Great. Bosses, it just doesn't have anything. So let's do this. We'll create an init. We're now gonna add in our bosses. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I was caught up on the chat. Okay, so we're gonna create a new boss. So boss 1 is gonna be ID of 1. Let's see if I can pull this off and not screw it up. Power of 100. It's gonna be boss 2. So Coco Type, you end up being the more powerful boss. There you go. We now know, right? And then bosses. Let's just do this longhand for now. New element, boss 1. I know this is a terrible way to code this, but I just want to get it working, right? But down here now, we're going to need current boss dot name. Oh, it's thinking about it way too long. You know there's a problem here, right? Yeah. Oh, come back. something was out of range, but I didn't get in time. Boss 1 was never mutated. Oh. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for this. Okay. Just get rid of those. Boss is going to append 1 and 2. Maybe I can see the error before it quickly. Nope, gone. Okay. Bosses in an array of 2, starting at 0. And down here we have... I missed. I definitely missed something. Okay, bosses, current boss name. Oh, because current boss is 0. So 0 should give me this one here. Is that the arrow? Did I screw up the reference? Yes, I did. Eight bosses. Index of current boss. No, I didn't type it right. Type it wrong. Oh, you know what? Unless it's trying to do this. Or it's added those, but wish that error just didn't go away so quickly. Thank you. Okay. Index out of range. Boss is 0. So is it trying to do it before those in there? Maybe that's what's... It's getting warm in here with the lights on. Hang on, give me 1 second. I gotta... Okay. All right. Let's... Sure. Sick burn. I think I've seen that one before. Oh, a fireball. And I missed a notification there. Feel like I missed a notification. I think I got a follower. Hang on, let me have a look here. I missed it, and I want to make sure that I don't miss these things. Thank you, Boz Lucas. I think that's pronounced. Thank you, Boz Lucas. Appreciate it. How you doing? Welcome to the fun times. Mostly. Thank you, Coco Type, for looking that up for me. Appreciate it. You're earning your keep, which I don't pay you for, but I pay you in respect. Very small amount. Okay, so I think this is trying to use this before it gets created up here at the end, right? So what I'm gonna do, I Take that right there. Doing good. Excellent. Thank you. How was your weekend? What you been up to? Do you make apps? We're more than happy to have you here and join the chaos. We are creating a silly little game here on the fly as we go. So please feel free to ask any questions. We're just doing this with Swift and SwiftUI, and right now I'm coding something really badly. Let me do this, right? Because I think that's probably going to fix the problem and prove that I've got a... Yeah, I think that's what I got, error I got going on here. Learning some C++ for game dev. Nice. The closest I get to that is C# in Unity. I do a lot of my game dev normally in Unity, and I wanted to just do something straight up here in Swift and SwiftUI. To just basically do it is the answer. I love using Unity. I'll be honest, I'm learning Unreal Engine as well, but my game dev stuff is just for fun. The day job is making mobile apps and that stuff. So well done, fantastic. What kind of game are you making? You got and you don't have to share the idea with us. Don't worry, we're not going to steal it. But sounds like you probably have an idea in mind of something you want to make. So are you writing it straight up in C++ or using an engine, anything like that? Just curious. Okay, so yeah, we don't have a boss name here. That's good. I think what we need to do here is on up here maybe. Because I really don't want to get into having to deal with all the asynchronous stuff and everything else. More than I feel like I need that. Self.text. Yeah, C# in Unity is lovely. I'm trying to make a game engine in C++. Awesome. Game engine. Fantastic. Oh. That would be cool. Hey, if you have, if you've got a GitHub or whatever for that going on, love to see that. Love to see what folks are doing with game stuff. So, yeah, keep us informed. We have a game in our Discord. We have a game dev channel, if I remember rightly. I think only a couple of us have posted in there so far. I'm one of them for sure. Thank goodness, right? Let me put that there because I would love to hear more about that. Thank you. I'm gonna do this. I don't want to have to get into dealing with all the asynchronous stuff and everything. I bet Coco Type knows the answer, but he's probably busy. What? Now, one way I can do this, of course, would be to theoretically, if this was a true game, I would probably create this back over in here as an environment variable because you want to keep that probably for some other screens. What do I know the answer to? All right, just quickly, Coco Type. Here's the problem, right? I've gotten an init here, 2 items going in the array, but of course, what's happening is before I gotta find the code. I've lost the code. Before it has a chance to populate the database, where's my code? I'm trying to put the boss name in here, right? And I'm trying to get it from, let me show you. You're going to immediately spot the problem and probably hopefully have a solution. So I'm trying to get, current boss of 0, but at the time, this, I think I got the name wrong, bosses. It's not populated. The database, the array is not populated. So, I'm having an error because I'm out of index here because this hasn't happened yet. right? And I don't want to have to write a whole bunch of us, you know, a single wait just for that. Now, Boz Lucas says, so I'm trying to make a transition to game dev. Okay, cool. Oh, hold on. I have. You quit. I quit my job last Friday. Ooh, okay. Good luck. Trying to make a transition to game dev. Good luck with that. Always do something you enjoy. So I hope that works out for you. I'd love to make games. Around the same time. Oh, Ploppy. No. Did I miss you saying that somewhere? I am sorry, buddy. Yeah, but nothing runs before init. Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking too. Wow. Sorry to both of. Well, you know, sorry to Ploppy and Boz. I'm sure you're gonna do it. Sure, you're gonna do it. All it needs is just passion to do it. Right? I'll have to show my games sometime that I've been working on. It's all good. Focusing full time on iOS now. Good for you, Ploppy. Awesome. And you know that we love having you here and we'll back you all the way. That's what we do. So Cocoa type, nothing runs before init. But this is what it was saying it was out of index, right? Let me check that that's still the, yeah. Index out of range, which, you know, I'm assuming is because it hasn't completed yet. What does the preview declaration look like? Hold on. Keeping up here. Great chat today, everybody, by the way. Thank you. If I cannot reallocate in game dev, I want to go for iOS development. Yeah, go for it. Again, same thing. Give you all the help you need where I can. Love to help folks out. And our Discord is a great place to do that. Not saying that to just promote the Discord, but everybody in there is super cool, super helpful, and always wanting to see everybody do well. So please, you know, don't hesitate. We'll do what we can for you. Let's hear. Cocoa type, what did you ask me? What does the preview declaration look like? Oh. Yeah. Just straightforward. Nothing fancy, right? I don't even know how I've got. How did I end up with 2 here? I just noticed that. But it's not it's not working in preview, but it's not working in the app, right? Now, normally I would probably do this, like I say, something like this should go over here in the build up for the app and passed off as an environment variable, right? Because probably going to want to access that in other parts of the app. I was trying to shortcut the point. Yeah, Ploppy and Boz, I'm sure you're both going to do it. Sound like you're both into it. Does it work if you just put them in the variable declaration instead? That's a good question. I hadn't thought about that. You're talking about just doing them put straight up, so declare the variable, put them straight in here. Is that what you're saying? Right. Boss ID 1, boss ID. Yeah, right. Sorry, that's what I thought you meant. Right, like this. Which then, I think I missed something there. Hold on, let me clean up, and then I can get rid of the init altogether. Wait for Xcode to catch up. I got something wrong. Hang on. Cannot convert value of type boss to expected argument type init. Oh, I don't think that syntax works, but generally that idea, yeah. Yeah, that didn't do well. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let me go back with that. I may have just over pasted it there a little bit. Well, actually, let's just start with 1, right? Should be able to do 1. No, why am I doing this? I got a smudge on my glasses in exactly the wrong spot. Hold on 1 second. Insert array literal. Huh, okay. Well, that should fix it, right? Yeah. Seems like a terrible way to do things, though, doesn't it? But we're just hacking it together here. You can't just put items in parens like that for an array in it. Well, also the good news is, wait, I don't want to have to type. Let me take that, get rid of the init here. Don't need that anymore. So actually, now that I think I've never done it this way, I'm pretty sure this is not going to be good, right? Or maybe it is going to be good. Really? Did that not screw up? Dang. Okay, let's do it. All right, so we're just gonna, we need to get our score up over 100. Fight the boss. I won. We went on to Cocoa type number 2. Now, I think what that now should be, what now needs to happen is the power needs to be 200, right? So this boss power here, this isn't going to work for us, right? So, you know, we now need to update this, but I also want to update the display just so we can see that it's happening. So thank you, Cocoa type, by the way. As always, awesome. Where is my boss fight? Boss's name. And then underneath that, let's put the power, right? So Eagle North 100. Hopefully. Yeah. But let's not have. Right, so now that should go 200 if I did this right. Because Cocoa type's totally worth 200, right? And I just realized this is my equivalent of Cocoa type's math stream. Okay, 100, 200, right? Perfect. So we're now pulling it from there. But this is the problem, right? So we've got this hard-coded 100 here. What we should really do is have this as 0. If for now, again, this probably not the way you want to go eventually, but I feel like we've almost completed our basic game here, right? So we should say the boss power is equal to the bosses, the boo, current boss. The static property is defined on blah, 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 blah. Okay, maybe because that won't be in. That's okay. Let's do this. Gotta find the right. We can say on appear. boss power equals bosses current boss power. And it's not complaining, which has me scared. Did I actually get this right first time? Find out. Buttons disabled. We get to 100. Come back on to tell me that that code worked correctly. It did. Now it goes to 200. Okay, so what we need to do though is when we win the fight, right? Let's open this back up again. When we win the fight, right? Fight boss. We need to now reset the UI. So we need to disable the button for the boss fight because we've just beat the boss, and theoretically, I know this is not fail-safe, and there's edge cases here that says, yeah, but I could still have more power than the next boss. Absolutely, but we're not going to worry about that for now. Right? So we're going to set the button to false, and then we're just going to do the same thing again. We will have moved our index along in the array to the second boss, right? He says confidently. It sounds convincing. I believe it. Do you believe it? I believe it. So here we go, right? Gonna get to can't fight right now. 100. Fight the boss. We go to 200. Buttons disabled again. So my score is 122, right? I need to get to 200. This should re-enable to fight the second boss. And then it's gonna die horribly because we're gonna go out of bounds on the array at that point. 200, fight the boss, Coco type 200. I win. We die horribly because we're out of bounds. But you get the idea, right? What can I say? We've achieved our goals here, right? We've, again, a very simple clicker game. We can create some resources, upgrade those resources to make them go quicker. When we get to enough points, we're going to fight the boss. Right now, we're going to default to beating the boss. We shouldn't, and we need to put a mechanism in place to make that a bit more random because it's a guaranteed win, and it shouldn't be. That is a fun little exercise, let me tell you. In my game that I'm doing in Unity, and I'll share that with you. Maybe next time, maybe I'll do a stream in the week on that. Maybe I should start doing a Unity stream in the week if you all... Let me know in the chat room if you'd be interested. But there's a whole bunch of logic in my game that says, hey, don't guarantee that they're going to win. If my power level and the boss power level is very similar, there should be some other factors here, right? That says maybe the boss is going to win. You never know. And I've solved all that over in my proper game. If you listen to my podcast, I think I've spoken about it on my podcast, the UI Buzz, UIBUZZ, I couldn't even spell it, podcast, where I tend to talk a lot more about my Unity game development and stuff like that. And I go into it a bit more. And I also have blog posts on it too. So it's not a guaranteed outcome, because you shouldn't have a game with a guaranteed outcome where you're just going to win because you're more powerful. There's no fun in that, right? And for those of you who may be interested, maybe you're not, in which case ignore this. But you can follow that game development here. Hang on, let me check the URL, because you know I'm going to get it wrong. Right? Hang on. Over on one of my websites here, peterwilliam.com, there's a project hack. Two things. Let me tell you about two things. First of all, there's the write up here on my app that is in the App Store. But this one here, I'll put a link, is all my blog posts about the game development, right? And I talk about different things like fighting the boss and things like that, right? And you'll find them all in here. That's the game right there. So let me go ahead and put this in the chat in case you're interested in reading up on stuff like that. Right, just go over to my website and you'll find posts on that. I'd also be more than happy to answer questions. I am by far not an expert on game development, not even close. I do it just for fun, but I have learned a hell of a lot along the way by making a game that I play, right? So this is actually more than I thought it would be by, this point here. I don't know about all of you, but I feel like, I should keep working this, playing this, right? Add in the automatic clicker and all some other things. So maybe we do keep expanding on this. Let me know in the chat room if you think that would be interesting, or if you think this is really terribly boring and nobody wants to know, and in which case we'll just leave it and move on. But folks are interested in game development, and I think why not do it with Swift, because it's just such a nice language to do it with. I don't know. Maybe if folks are interested, let me know. Either here or on the Discord. And if you're interested, maybe this is another. We did this before with another community game. Those of you who have been around a while will remember. Maybe I open this up for folks to take this code and learn from it, play with it. I don't know. I mean, I certainly have no ambition to release a. This is not exactly going to be the next huge game, is it? The people are interested. Eagle says the people have spoken. The people are interested. Okay, cool. I will be more than happy to put that out there. Yeah, this is long, terrible code, I know. But again, doing it live on the stream, right? Ordinarily, next thing I would do is break this down into components, right? These buttons obviously follow a similar thing, so they should be a view unto themselves. And you pass in parameters and things like that and make this better. But pull request rejected. Only for you, Coco type. But maybe if you, like I say, if you're all interested, I'll make this available. We'll keep working on it, and it's just fun. Things like this are just fun. I love doing projects that don't have a defined list of requirements, because that's the day job, and you just get to the point where it's like, just doing the next thing. Just winging it and making stuff like this, I think, is a lot of fun. I think personally it's a great way to learn new things in the languages or tools and everything else. Like for example, I would never have thought, I don't normally do things like that this way. So shout out to Coco Type for that. And it's just a lot of fun. And I love sitting here doing it with you all. People have started calling me a bully at work because of me not approving their pull requests. And only that reason. I'm glad you qualified it with only that reason, because otherwise we would have suspected there was more reasons. All right. But I can well imagine, Coco Type, from the conversations we've had, and that there's just, probably pretty good justification in not allowing those pull requests, right? I fully believe you. So yeah, I think you're justified. And I'll say it again, folks. He's really good at this stuff. So he wouldn't just do, well, he would just do it for the sake of doing it, but I'm sure he's not. Peer reviews in this economy? Actually, Notify, good point, right? Because the follow-up question there is, wait, there's enough people on the team for someone else to actually look at the code? It's not just you? And I wish that wasn't a sad truth, but I'm sure we've all been there, right? Yeah. Like for example, I have to do code reviews for my team, and I can, obviously, but, kind of a bit like, well, you should really review each other's work. Just wish there was enough of them. So this, and Notify did do a great little Swift game, so you should definitely check out his stream. Notify, I think I was lurking for a lot of that, but I thoroughly enjoyed the circular frogger, as Coco Type called it. Yeah. All right, folks. We're a couple of hours into this. I think I'm exhausted enough for the day here. I think this is a good place to stop it. But if everyone is still a work in progress, everything we do is a work in progress, right? But if anyone's interested, yeah, I maybe I should look into putting this on a repo for everybody. Again, I may do like I normally do, which is just for people on the Discord, people on the stream, and make it available that way, because I don't like to give it away to just everybody, because because I'm mean, but for all of you that take the time and trouble to come and hang out on the stream, I feel like I just want to give you something back, and also was a way to say sorry. All right, so let me know reach out to me on the Discord. If you're on there, please, if join the Discord. If you're new to this stuff, we seriously, we love to help people, right? I love to help and inspire, and I did an episode on the podcast for this recently. Love to help and inspire people to get started with this stuff in a positive environment, and that's what we have on these streams with Coco Type and Notify and Jay Wilson and everything else, and that's what we have in our Discord. So thank you for that. Yeah, except for Coco Type, he's just here to make me listen to Swift albums, which is gonna happen this week. Yeah. Oh God, Poppy's only 14K away from another album. I see. No, wait, I can trust in Poppy, because Poppy's gonna make me, will force me to listen to a decent classic rock album, and that's safe, awesome territory, right, Poppy? Yeah, but Poppy, in case you missed it earlier, they did it. They cashed in the points. I got to listen to a Taylor Swift one this week, and they're gonna quiz me on it. Yeah, I know. Let me just put these in here again for everybody. I know, Ploppy. What I did was I said to everybody, look, follow me on. If you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Again, Compile Swift everywhere, right? And I'll post pictures to prove that I've done it. But they want to quiz me on it. Going through the whole discography soon. Oh, don't I know it? Don't I know it? But that's okay, because don't worry. Come hot sauce season, I'm getting my own back. Hey, let me put these in here quickly for you all. Again, other folks who are in the chat room and that right now, some of them. These are some awesome streamers that you should follow if you love Swift and iOS development and all that kind of stuff. For those of you just getting started, I couldn't think of better people to watch than these folks. So, here we go. We got Coco Type, right? Again, very knowledgeable, on so many things, including cooking. He has a cooking show soon. Notify, who is, again, the SwiftUI wizard. You just have to see the things he does, because it's incredible. I'll just leave it at that. And Hey Jay Wilson, who's just fantastic at everything. And in fact, he's starting a new series on Vapor as a back end with, a iOS front end. And I watched an episode, a live stream on that on YouTube the other day, and it was fascinating, using a post database and everything else. So that's what I got for you right now. For all the new followers, subscribers, and everybody else this week that's dropped by, thank you so much. I always say this, but everybody in the chat room and you all watching, you're the ones that make this special and make this a lot of fun to do. I sit here, write code, and then just watch the chaos that happens in the chat room between the mods. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful start to the week. I suspect Coco Type might be streaming tomorrow and then Notify on Tuesday. With that, I will see you soon, and I'll probably start doing a Unity stream again. Maybe I'll do it on this account. I used to do it on another one, a UI Buzz, but maybe I'll do it on this one midweek, where I do my Unity and that, because I really need to wrap that game up and ship it so that you can all play it and test it and tell me how terrible it is. So yeah, I'd like to thank the mod team. I'd like to thank the mod team. I can't, but I'd like to. All right, that's it, folks. Thank you so much for hanging out today. Have an awesome start to the week. I appreciate you all, and we'll get together again soon. Take care.